You know what I've been doing to make myself happy? I've been convincing myself reincarnation is real.
Oh, yeah.
Which I did believe in as a child. No one told me about it. I just assumed it existed.
That you come back as another guy or as an animal?
I thought that I had lived another life.
Yeah.
When I was a small child.
And what was your impression of what that life was?
Just see it. I was just, you could feel it, you know. But it's a very comforting thought. That's probably of any. It's weird that only Hindus, and I guess by extension, the Indian types of Buddhists, rather than the Japanese self-flagellating type of Buddhists.
I think like yoga bitches also probably.
That's also Indian.
That's like they're just they're like appropriating Indian
but what
crap.
the fuck do you think yoga is?
Yeah, but what I'm saying is like a California smoothie type of lady. She also is like, when I come back in my past life. Yeah, they love talking like that.
Well, it also implies, the people that you've lost, you'll see them again.
Well, and maybe you won't see them again. Maybe they're gonna be like a bug on your windshield.
Like your mom could be a baby right now somewhere, and you guys could meet again under favorable terms. I don't mean like in a bad way.
Yeah, but there's so many people on Earth, she'd be like this.
Yeah, but you don't know. You can come back.
I don't meet a lot of babies though.
I know, but that might not be immediately.
Yeah.
In 5 years or something, there could be like a 5-year-old that, it's like waiting in line for ice cream.
It just sees me?
And the mom is like...
my grandma?
The mom of the 5-year-old is like, we don't have money for ice cream. And then you're like, I can, for some reason, I want to pay for this ice cream. And then you do it, and the 5-year-old's like, well, thank you. And you don't know, but like you get a feeling, and you're like, oh, I bought my mom, who's now a black child, ice cream, and it makes up for all the racism too that I did. You just think you're trying to make up for it. Yeah, you think, but that's a pleasant thought, right? Think about it. Close your eyes for a second and imagine.
I'm like a little emotional just here.
It's nice, right?
It is really nice.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I mean that.
And who knows? It's like, it could be a billion Indian people think it's real.
And the mom that doesn't have the money?
That's just some piece of shit. That's just a shit mom, piece of shit.
But what if she, what if I'd be like, yeah, I think you should be my grandma who's also dead?
That would be weird. I don't think it comes back like that. I think you just get like ships crossing,
That's nice, ships crossing. Yeah.
I don't think it's
and you just get a little feeling. It's not even like,
it's like, oh, that's weird.
It's just a nice, warm feeling.
Yeah.
It's fleeting.
Yeah, isn't that nice?
Yeah.
And that would be the application to you. In me, I'm thinking like I come back as some sort of warlord that kills.
Yeah.
Just because I've always, it's not going to happen in this lifetime.
You're just going to be Idi Amin.
I was trying to remember. It got stuck in my head when I had a fever. That line from The Master, where at the end of the movie he goes, Freddie, I remember where we know each other. We worked together in Paris at the Pigeon Postal Service, and we would send unguided balloons with messages during a siege of the city by Prussian forces during the coldest winter on record. And we sent 62 balloons and only 2 went missing. He tells him that. And I had that in my head, and I'm like, what the fuck movie is that from? I couldn't remember. Mm-hmm. And what was coming to my head, and I was like sick in bed, and I would like fall asleep, and I'd wake up, I'm like, what movie is that from? And it's like, I thought, the things I was thinking, I was like, is it fucking Radio? I was like, is it Michael? I thought maybe it was Michael.
Michael, yeah.
The Angel movie.
Yeah.
And was it Dreamcatcher? Because I was seeing like...
Is it A Walk to Remember?
Well, I was seeing like a main character that's magical, but like disabled in some way. Green Mile, something like that. And then I woke up, I'm like, oh, it's Patton. It's the movie Patton. It has to be Patton because Patton believed in past lives.
He did?
Yes.
Really?
General Patton thought he had been just in every war.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was just the sickest fighter in every war.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's that
Achilles.
scene in the movie where they go out and he was like, I was here thousands of years ago.
I don't remember that movie at all.
Yeah.
I just remember the flag. The Speech.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That movie's awesome.
Yeah. George C. Scott.
Yeah.
I want to see it again.
But I thought it was...
That's worth a rewatch.
I thought it had come at the... And I was like, is that at the end of the movie? Does he say it to his assistant? Because Patton believed in reincarnation?
But it was the master.
It was the master. But then, yeah, I mean, you think about it, it is a very comforting thought.
It is a really nice thought.
Mm-hmm.
So you think you still believe in that or no?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, why not?
Decide, yeah, fuck it, yeah.
That could be a nice thing to give a person a little comfort.
Mm-hmm.
If you're feeling pretty crummy.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's better than heaven, to be honest with you.
Way better.
Heaven forever?
Right.
What the hell is that?
Well, it's also, too, you still have to wait. It's like, oh, I'll see you again.
Yeah.
If you have somebody that you lost, you can say, oh, I'll see you again. It necessarily requires that you die as well.
Right.
And it's like, okay, maybe. Also, if I go to heaven, I'm not a good guy.
Yeah.
It's like,
Or you could have a wife and she dies before you, but you don't know that she had a boyfriend that really meant a lot to her, and then he tragically died.
and he's there, and,
And then he's already up there, and then he's fucking her, and you're so excited to see her, and she's like, "Oh, I didn't tell you about this guy from college who had a motorcycle accident. He would pick me up on his motorcycle, and he was actually on the way to pick me up one day. He was kind of a rebel without a cause. You get up there, you've been living, you hadn't gotten any pussy since your wife died 40 years, because that was the love of your life, and you couldn't imagine being with anyone else. And then you get up there and fucking James Dean is banging her. That's no heaven I want to go to.
No, yeah, it's better to just be somebody you...
That's no heaven I want to go to.
You feel inspired to engage in some kind of charity towards, and you don't know why.
Yeah.
And it's because...
Yeah, just for a second.
It was your landlord that you used to talk about movies with, who shot himself in the head.
Yeah, but he was a good guy.
Yeah, you're like, oh, that's Larry.
Yeah, and you didn't have to pay rent the next month.
Oh yeah, no.
You got away with rent for 2.5 months.
Well, you're the one that found him.
Because you found him. And his kids were like, yeah, we're kind of looking
we
at
haven't
the
seen him in
records.
30 years. He's just owned this shitty apartment.
I was like, well, I guess I was more of a son to him than you could have ever been.
Yeah.
I saw his brains on a wall. Where the hell were you?
Right.
And they were like, he was a bad father. He abused us.
Yeah.
I was like, that doesn't mean that I'm not a better son. He never abused me. Yeah.
Yeah. No, reincarnation is nice.
And we both like the movie Gladiator. We watched it together one time.
Yeah. What other things can I convince myself of? Because you spend all day lying to yourself, anyways.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
That's the only way you get through your day is by lying to yourself.
Right. Why not do it with something harmless that's nice like that?
Yeah, that seems really sweet. Yeah. And it couldn't make you well, I guess in the instance of Patton, I guess maybe it could make you a genocidal maniac, right? I'm saying the thought of reincarnation, that could be really sweet, but then if you're like, I'm the best soldier in every war.
Or even in terms of, because doesn't it Zizek says that Buddhism is a sociopathic religion.
Why?
Well,
because there's no possession, and you don't have to take any responsibility for anything in the material world.
Right. Yeah.
Is that right? I kind of just guessed that.
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, not possession. It leads people to inaction.
Yeah.
It's like, why not?
They're like,
I guess it
nothing
did happen
matters.
with the Japanese. You did have people that were Zen practitioners, and then there was also that video of a supposed Zen master in Israel that's giving instruction to the IDF on how to kill people and enjoy it.
Why?
I don't know, because
is he like a guy from Tibet doing that, or
No,
a Jewish guy that's
guy, yeah.
really good at Zen?
Well,
That is such a bullshit path for Jews.
Yeah.
They love doing that.
A lot of
middle-aged Jews will be like,
masters.
They're like, oh, I'm very spiritual. I'm getting into the East recently. Yeah. Actually, yes.
But I don't know if Zen's really heavy on the reincarnation stuff, or even it's more of that Tibetan, Indian stuff. I don't know what the terms for it are, but
I don't freaking know. Yeah.
But yeah,
way more than
you could say if why I like to think about it, because then you don't really have to worry about time. It's like, oh, there's all these things I want to do. Half of them are just, oh, it would be nice if I had enough money to do this,
Yeah.
provide this. And, you know, it's like, okay, well, maybe if I keep working this way, I'll be able to do that when I'm 55 years old and I'm probably 20 years away from death. But then if you're like, oh, I have multiple, you can just come back and then start at zero.
Yeah, start at zero.
Start at zero.
Yeah.
You know? And then spend another 55 years. It's called reincarnation capitalism.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, that's a perfect example.
Well, it is
Of
capitalism.
why, because it breeds, you know, like being, you know, like
Being beaten down by...
nihilistic or whatever. If you are of the thinking that
You're going to come back.
well, that capitalism is evil, right? Let's say that's like an evil or immoral way to structure society. And if you did believe in reincarnation, then it would be like, well, there's no such thing as wealth inequality because, you know, you could just come back as somebody whose parents are rich. You could just come back as, it's like this equalizer.
Right.
You know, like a caste system, right? Like, isn't the whole, I don't really know anything about it, but isn't the whole idea is like if you were, what are the unstinkables? What's the lowest one? The unsmellables?
The Ferengi?
The Ferengi, well, that's the one above it.
Who is it? Oh,
The Jedi are at the top.
the Jedi.
Right.
Well, the Jedi are like the
And then it's
priests.
the baristas.
The baristas.
The baristas, and then the Ferengi.
And then the poo people.
the poo-poo.
The poo-poo
the
boys.
poo-poo guys.
The slumdog poo-poo boys.
Yeah, the porta potty
kind of
guys.
the porta potty
The
style.
porta potty Hindus, and
Porta
then,
potty house.
and then below that is the unstinkables.
Yeah, unsinkable.
And then below that is like a cow, I guess.
Yeah, cow.
And that's the most sacred animal.
Yeah.
And then the bottom animal is the stink bug.
The stink bug.
Yeah. What?
Nothing, dude.
Why'd you make a silly face to the camera?
No, I just saw the light and it took my distracted me.
But you know, you have a system like that where there's like, I guess, you know, it's like, oh, if you do a good job in this life, then you can be reborn into this other class.
Yeah.
Which the classes are, I'm assuming, determined by like, you know, like your material circumstances.
Correct.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, we have this fixed social strata, but the sense of justice is built into the idea of reincarnation. So in that way, it could be harmful.
Yeah, it's harmful because,
But it's only harmful if it's not real, which it could be.
yeah, if it's a lie that you're telling your workers
It's a lie if you're telling
who
yourself.
are losing their arms
Right.
because of your unsafe practices at your factory, at your factory.
Yeah. If you're not paying anybody and you're like, look,
Listen,
I'm gonna be
rich.
dead in 20 years. I'm
Yeah.
coming back as a doo-doo guy. I know that.
I'm gonna be a doo-doo bug.
I'm gonna be a doo-doo. I'm coming back as a stink bug, brother. And I'm gonna be this little fucking just shit-eating bug. And you are gonna be a Ferengi.
Yeah. And I'm cheating on my wife right now because she's gonna come back as a woman that doesn't get cheated on.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know? It's
Yeah.
gonna be all right next time
Yeah.
around.
And the girl I'm cheating on her with, disgusting.
Nasty.
But she's gonna be hot next time.
She's gonna be hot next
And
time.
guess who's trying to live in her pussy when they're a bug?
Yeah, and I'm trying to meet her when she's a baby and I'm a bug.
I'm a bug.
And I go, is that her pussy?
Yeah.
One day when I'm a bug and she's a baby, then we can truly be together.
Yes.